Well, good morning, good night, or good riddance, depending on if you read the contract. We're live, back at you with more Limbus Company. Yeah, that's definitely an intro of all time. I think I'm gonna keep that. Anyway, yeah, we're just doing Limbus Company. I probably won't even edit that, honestly. Like, that's just a really good intro. At least I think so. Yeah, I'll just jump right into it. I think it's really funny. Anyway, rambling to myself aside, Canto... Did I really just press the wrong button twice? Canto 2. Go. Wasn't all that lively. You'd hear Raj's occasional quips, or Heathcliff starting pointless quarrels with someone, probably Don Quixote or Sinclair. And Ryoshu's demanding a source of heat to light her cigarette, having run out of lighter fuel fluid. Amidst the gripes and disorder, Greg Guru was pretty much the only sinner I could rely on to willingly turn the mood around. Now, he was one of the quietest. He was just staring through the window, seemingly lost in thought. One thing was for sure. Anyone to blame for trashing the mood on the bus, it'd be Regilius. Road to the Golden Bow was an awfully arduous one, putting us on the brink of death, and some past that, several times, not to mention the occasions of which when we ended up unemployed. Almost ended up unemployed. If Regilius refused to see from our perspective, given the circumstances, it's only natural for our sinners to be palpably disgruntled. Tired of the silent treatment, Ishmael spoke up. Can you tell me where our next destination is now, at least? Oh, sorry about that. Wondering whether briefing the mission to you miscreants would be worth the effort. You're hurting me with your cold shoulder. Don't you know that kids falling behind need more love? Let me plead you to not embarrass me this time. You don't want to look like a teacher taking a bunch of grade schoolers out for a picnic. I have hopes for you in particular, Rodian. Might just make a good guide for this tour. Huh? No big deal, but I don't think it could be a guide for a place I don't know. No worries, we're heading to a location you'd be more than familiar with. It has to depend on something where you can drown in money or be drained of everything you have. J-Corps. Great, even Raj is kind of quiet now. Immediately. Well, suppose it wouldn't hurt to win big while we're at it. Lights don't wake me up when we're there. Incidentally, the bus will be unable to take you right to the bridge building this time, dear passenger. Caron Parka. Caron? What's park? Means stop. Stops are red. Red tastes bad to Caron. Grumbling, Caron hit the brakes without warning, sending most of the sinners flying face first in the seats ahead and flinging others off theirs. I was, of course, powerless against the inertia. Cacophony complaints and shouts erupted. Although I didn't get to hear the sinners rambling in clear detail, only a good half of them were profanity, so maybe I'm better off not knowing. Good to see you all full of energy. Now out. This is just... The destination still seemed rather far. Will you call a taxi for us? This fast will explain in detail. The mission is going to be quite different from our last Dante. This is because the location of the Golden Bow is in the underground casino. Can you tell us that it's among the brightly lit buildings standing at the center of that street? That's right, it's one of those. The Army Corps branch facility we played last time was one that had been neglected for quite a while. Do you mean that was the exception? See, it's times like these that remind me our team doesn't necessarily lack critical thinkers. It does make me wonder how you managed to blunder your previous mission even more. Ishmael just giving him side-eye. Golden Bow is a potent energy source holding the essence of many technological marks. It's even funnier when she's faded out like that. It's just like... Does this look like the face of someone who can handle your shit right now? Such fountains of energy will attract flows of wealth and people, and in no time a whole civilization is built on top of it. Therefore, it's likely that future destinations will have been occupied by other factions and their structures, which in turn indicates that we should be prepared for the whole wide variety of venues in addition to the casino. Also means that your first mission was a relatively easy one. You somehow snatched defeat on the wide open loss of success. Usually hold bridges that long? Don't ask me, I haven't known much longer than you have. What do you say again? Something like, welcome to this company, I'm your guide for Gillies and all that? Pretty good impression, wasn't it? No. It was sort of toned down to a T, I'll give you that. I told myself back from asking if I could resign right after joining. I feel the rest of you thought the same. Nonsense, 'twas a day to go down history, beckoned by the Red Gaze himself. Truly, there's no greater honor greater than a color addressing your... Oh, I guess he does have a fan after all. True that. Spirits lifted, Roger and Gregory began to chuckle. More talking than necessary. I really do not wish for there to be impediments behind the third rule of the bus ride.
직원들끼리 상사 욕 좀 할 수 있지.
You'll be a place to some room to badmouth their boss, being totally petty. Next time, do it out of earshot. More fragile than I look, you see. Right, time to get up and head it. I'm sure you can come back with a golden bow in your hands this time. Regilius has said fragile. We bugger it twice? Who knows, Khan might suddenly forget what button to press to open the door for you. Button, red, yucky color. One daft blow. UITGIAAN. And that means the fan for useless idiotic travelers go and abscond now. Cliff glared at Ryoshu, until filling up in his throat, only to then expel a loud sigh. Resigned uncharacteristically, Avit came to the realization that killing her wouldn't solve anything. Because they get right back and revived. Give me my 40 lunacy. On chop. Alright. I still do not have enough thread to do really anything. So, yeah. Let me give a rundown of the plan. Our primary objective is to infiltrate the casino unsuspected. It'll be critical for the successful retrieval recovery of the golden bow. Given the information we require, the casino has 3 entrances. One for ordinary visitors, one reserved for VIPs, and lastly the back door used by employees. Split into 3 groups of 4 centers to cover each entrance. 4 of us will disguise as croupiers, 4 will pose as guests, 4 will play the role of VIPs. In smaller groups, certainly draw less attention. Wise are to divide rather than unite. On the envelopes I gave out to confirm the role you've been assigned. This is really professional. And I know the result. Also, higher-ups expressed concern over our performance. We stressed the company's future plans hinge on whether we can retrieve the golden bow through this operation. Therefore, we will collaborate on a joint operation. Joint operation? Partner is a special forces unit consisting of professionals and veterans. I believe they are now monikered the LCE. The LCC, rather, short for Olympus Company Clearance Department. Rest assured that they are betters, at least in espionage operations. That 12 people is already a crowd. Some finally realized that more is always merrier. Howzer, I haven't met staff from other teams before, just where could they be? I looked around, expecting Faust to bring them forward for introductions any second. As I say, no one showed up like he expected. Headed to the pawn shop. Funny sort of thing these days. So-called pawnbrokers avenue. More businesses double as pawn shops here. That place is our rendezvous. Let's head inside. And random hooligans, which have no plot relevance.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
오작 터뜨려주지.
늘어진
정신 못 차려.
How'd you lose one of those? What's up?
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다. 보자 너. 가까워진다. 아니, 늘어졌네 저거. 골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다. 보자 너. 가까워진다. 항해 끝.
One day I'll get the envy resonance, probably if I, like, just... Hey, get too many visitors at once, the shop's cramped as is. I'll prefer you left with a draw from Trumps or Mahjong. When we entered the shop, we were met with the gruff greeting of an old pawnbroker. What blighter on about? Anyone who read up on SJ? Regillus gave us a pamphlet to peruse before we left. There,
표지
let's see the
정도는
cover.
이곳에서는
You'll get
그날
limited
하루의
vision
운에
for amounts
따라서
depending on your
받을 수 있는
fortune for the
집을
day.
대북이면 값을
Draw a
더
great boon and get
치러주겠지만
extra cash, but
흉에
unfortunately it's far
가까워질수록
less than what the
본전도
pawn
못
is
건지게
worth.
되는 거죠.
Now that reminds me, I finally had
그러고
to hire
보니
dedicated
우리
fortune
집을 집을
tellers.
나오기
It
직전에
was greater
봤던
boon for me
점에
than the divination they
대복을
performed before I
뽑았는데
left. That must have been
이렇게
exciting
다
to
같이
join all of
만날
you
운명을
wonderful
암시한
people on our
거였나
journey.
봐.
Oh,
행복한
it's
집에서
really so
신선한
lofty
문이나 해왔던 게
in
당신의
so indulging in
운명이라니.
lofty leisure in your
저도
grand estate of your
다음에는 그런
fated
운명으로
life.
태어나길
You should be
기도해야겠네요.
pray that I'm born that rich if there's a next time.
난 사양이야.
I'm good. So all folks like him that tend to play dirty. Might be
그럴
right. I
수도
didn't like to get
있겠네요.
along with my younger
저도
sibling in
어렸을
childhood. Always try to
때부터
cheat
제
and grudgingly if
동생하고는
things
같이
didn't go
놀기
as
싫었다.
desired.
아니 내가
Well,
말한
that's
건 그런
not
뜻이
what I was getting
아니고
at.
다들 좀
You know, your fortune or not?
그런데
Think about that. Do you even have anything to pawn? I'm not seeing any wealth on you. Or Greek glances over each center with a dubious look until his eyes landed on me. Oh, that clock head might be a good sum.
얼마로 예상하는데
What you
영감?
think yourself for, good pal? Not for sale.
연락받으셨을지
Getting contact in
모르겠지만
advance here from Limbus
저희는
Company, and fortunately neither the sellers or the pawnbroker are paying any attention to false words.
아, 이
Did bring
손수건은
this handkerchief
집
with me
나올
when
때
I left
가져왔다.
home. Oh, during your board
기단에
on silk.
용자수를 놓았군.
That's a meticulous deal of which went now, let's see, 7 million on?
그러니까 천조각이
Maybe the
그렇게
claws worth that
비싸다고?
much? Have your eyes read it out, geezer?
뭐?
Ah, you don't
이런
recognize the
고급품을
value of this
못
quality.
알아봐.
Now I see you're wearing a shabby ring lace true treasure.
그런
Just,
뭐라고
did
했냐?
you just say?
아우 시끄러.
He's cut out Dante,
안 돼.
please shut them
너네
up.
좀 조용히 시켜줘.
Insulting Heathcliff's ring is a good way to get your head bashed in.
걱정했잖아요.
I was worried
파우스트.
fast. It's the chaos, and this gentle voice softly landed on my ears.
보기로 한 시간은
We mentioned each other at 4, but 50 minutes had passed
15분이나
already. Sure you couldn't have forgotten how to read a clock, right? Certainly not. It was little I could do to alter the driver of the bus.
아하.
Aha, so you took a
그래서
clock
이런
first with you to help
시계인간까지
the time. I suppose they didn't come with an alarm. The voice is soon followed by one that didn't even attempt to hide the disdain. Oh, it's a little harsh. Let's try to leave better first impressions. My voice might be heard by anyone of the sinners, but I can't help but get upset at rude remarks.
너희야.
Oh, so it was you? You were the team that
이번에
botched the golden bow
황금같이
retrieval
타는
last
집
time?
도시에서
Well, the high
손꼽힌다는
expectations for your
천재가
team,
속한
with some of the
팀이라길래.
smartest people in the city being on it.
어쩐지
No wonder, Miss Foss isn't looking very pleased.
제 표정은
They
항상
should remain
동일했어요.
constant.
야, 너 왜 가만히
Hey,
있어?
what are you standing around for? Go
얘가
on now,
나랑
this fellow here is
분명해요.
also
무시하지
wearing a sword. Don't
말라고.
brush him off. He gave Isai a sideways glance, and he got responsible blue core.
그저 무의미한
So not,
사람이기
it's not gonna be a
때문이야.
hollow vaunt.
너 지하에서
A lot more talking down that basement. Who are you and what are you doing, Isai?
본인은
I haven't always been who
원래부터
with whom I
이상이었어.
match in the mirror. You forget it.
첫 번째 임무는
First mission was to devise a
제
failure in
실패를 연
mind.
각자의
You had an
잠재력을
opportunity to
확인하는
see what
시간이
potential our sinners
필요했어요.
had.
그랬던 거였어?
Wait, it was?
처음부터
Planning's
목표가
purpose to
실패인
fail? That
작전이
hardly qualifies as a proposal.
베르길리우스님을
Wait, where's
어디갔죠?
Vigilius? I agreed to assist the
전
operation
그분
mainly for a chance to
얼굴이라도
get to
볼수
see
있을까
him.
그분도
I've been
좀
embarrassed to
힘들었지.
imagine accompanying people like
이런
these. So why you dropped us so far away in this place? Could be ashamed of us? I don't have a
왜
thing to say about us being
반박을 아무도
belittled.
안 하는 그리고
On all the boasting, bluffing, not do much, we don't introduce ourselves first.
합동
These
작전을
two will
하게
be
된
our
거예요.
cooperators for this mission. They're from Olympus Company
Limbus
Clearance
Company
Department, also known as the
클리어러스.
LCC.
비포팀까지
Before clear
붙여주시죠.
clearance, please.
아,
I'm
저기
Sod, and
쓰고
this here is
이
Effie.
사람
뭐 우리가
Where are you
박수라도
supposed?
쳐줘야
What,
되는
are we
거.
supposed to clap? Or?
와,
Wonderful.
반가워요.
It's a pleasure. I'm the only person on the team welcoming him with total sincerity. He almost gave a standing ovation. Half of the team stared at the two with cold eyes, and the others wary until introductions were finished. Honglu, everyone. Honglu.
들리지 않네. 심장 보듬 소리. 모든
Flawless plan, which means it's gonna go wrong. It's
멈춰
absolutely gonna go wrong.
있어.
자, 이번
Now, for
작전은요.
this mission, we'll basically
저희가
spoon feed you
숟가락으로
everything. All you need to do is open wide and chew up your
그냥
simple
입을 벌려
tasks.
여기 봉투에
Take the documents in the
문서를
envelope and do exactly
확인하시고
precisely as the
거기에
papers
적혀있는
say. They saw it dragged out that bell annoyed me a bit, but I decided not to argue. If I did, the taking of a clock would be all she'd hear.
뭐야?
Joining together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하네.
Insulting. Are you taking us for lovers or
이것들이
what?
누구 관리자님?
Look, manager, you gotta put our
이거
foot down
그대로
and do as they say, I guess? Huh?
얘네들이 준
I meant to
문서예요.
give us. They're
완벽해
flawless.
이것 봐요.
Look at this. It was a restaurant and
정성까지
everything.
전부
It's been ages since I saw a plan this clear and
이렇게
meticulous.
깔끔하고
Surely, because certainly
제대로 된
indicative
작전
to the
계획을
knowledge already have
써봤다
proper
티가
plans of operation.
아,
Now, there's nothing to say that holds a hand with a
관리자들의
little
계획서를
forethought you
비하면
display, manager. Convinced by Israel's commendation, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. It'll be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the golden bow. First syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing in this game of chance. Of the four, will be using the name of the infamous Ting Tang Gang?
이름이 조직의
He doesn't necessarily affect the nature of an organization. That's a shallow prejudice.
편견이라는
An ideal for one to see things through a tinted lens that is biased. Right. Back to the plan. Well, this guy's the boss of the Ting Tang Gang and used to win that game of chance. Afterwards, you have to go to the underground floors where the Golden Bow lies. Leading up to the game, we'll use the items and clothing we can find in pawn shops. Those guys are given roles, enter the casino, and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. About it for the outline of the plan, I think. Okay, wait a second. Well, this is how I think fall apart if our player doesn't win.
혹시나 할 때를
The
대비해서
fake identification as well, just in case
준비해놨답니다.
security runs some
카지노에서
random
불시에
inspection on those
신분
visitors.
검사를
It's all fine and dandy, but how do you plan to win when you're at the top floor?
우리 복장을
You think our
보면
outfits are
간이자
poor?
카지노 딜러로
Try for months to
자연스럽게
pounce off
섞이기 위해
as bona fide crew peers.
알아서 좋은 패를
Give you good
넣어주고
luck. The game is all in your bag. All you need is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie muttered the last part to himself again while casting a sidelong scowl at our group. Making it painfully obvious he has no faith in us.
콩콩이 버튼목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
I'm gonna take the place of Ting Tang Gang's boss.
카지노에서
Let's say it was in
제공되는
the food
식사에
served at the casino.
수면제를
He wants to
섞을
finish
거예요.
negotiating the details with head chef.
수면제.
Representatives. Todd and Effie winked at each other. This are demonstrating that the two were ideal partners able to tell each other's thoughts from just exchanging glances. Also, Yi Song's reaction.
사장님,
Hey there, pawnbroker. We're taking a good look at the goods on the showcase from here to there. Yeah?
예,
Yes? Oh, no, yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. Pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing.
그럼
Now
다들
then, let's take what we need from the display. There's a good designer brooch, isn't it? Assuming I get there, this beauty is the mainstay of our shop's talent. At least some of those renovations were positively
저희
up.
집 강아지가
Here's one of those
산책할
in the
때마다
car,
끼고
but I took
다니는
her for a walk.
목줄
So nice to see them
장식이었어요.
brings back pleasant memories.
나는 이
Those
소가죽으로
cowhide
만든
gloves.
장갑이
Someone had must have been
탔는데
a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는
None of
대로
that suit was fitting in the
가져가세요.
envelopes. Have roles to play.
갑자기
And the envelope I have received says Janet's. Maybe an error of some sort. It's all good and all, but do you have the money to pay for all this? That's
떨어지게
betting
예상
screw or
걱정을
some
왜 하는
wondering
거야?
hirelings. And you can't
이
afford to do a black
카드로는-
card. Hey, what's this
어떻게 된
about?
거야?
Yeah, totally up bribe keys and don't have
결국에는
the
예상
budget.
수준 이상의
We're sure that
성과를 보인
team's notable
부서에게
performance are going to company card with no
회사에서
spending
한돈-
limit. Team was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card. Bad voice came from outside.
어이 할배
Oi, no
오늘까지
time.
절세
Did
내야
they say your
한다는
payment
거.
was due today? The clear belonged to a vicious syndicate into the pawn shop. Please give me one more chance. I still have the money ready.
한 번?
More time? Can you do basic math? You said the same thing last time, possible. Like be wasting precious time teaching you kindergarten, you hear? Some free old man sitting on daughter your feet. There's really the thing you gotta shake me down. And with an overtly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us. You talking back now? Yeah, go on then, get mad. I don't feel so guilty that way. In a way, he looked as if he was covertly begging us to help him based on his expression. His attention was naturally on the ongoing row.
거기 뭘
What are you
봐?
looking at? You think I'll play?
와,
That's not
진짜
stereotypical.
전형적인
Can
대사라서
we
대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어.
feel more creative
좀 더
without throwing
창의적인
taunts?
저희가
Can you help out maybe? Ishina's got to the goon and stood there anxiously glanced
어쩔 수
over.
없답니다.
No choice. The match each other on rules in order if it wants to disturb their conflicts with other
우리
society.
같은 외지인들이
The stars like
어설프게
cause a bit of a scene if we
개입을
try to step in. These by the center shooting stay away, the goon can continue with the extortion. You got no money, why don't you pay your dues and that instead? I keep telling you. You think for that, please. You gonna leave them be? Though the speed for them so it does not bother you, manager.
그런데
That tough to be like that anyway.
이곳엔
It seems more valuable than money exists in this district. Not Jacob's singularity is a powerful security technology capable of blocking
하지만 그런
anything.
보안 기술을
Plus, however,
신뢰하는
the extensive cultural and historical background of the backstreets of the SJ that led to the singularity's creation.
역사?
History? We've had lectures here now, never told about any mandatory education I joined this company. Though the opposition Faust no explanation.
이곳에선
Here,
사람들의
technology exists to extract
소망력을
wish
추천할
power
수
from
있는
people.
특이점으로
Not
승인되게
widely known outside this district, didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as a singularity.
일종의 운을
In essence, it's
사고파는
processing
거예요.
luck into a commodity that can be traded, like a form of money.
이 소망력을
Not forth the need
모두에게
for a way to
추출당하지 않기
stop
위해
others from forcibly extracting this wish power. The
이를
creation of a
방어하는
security
구원의
technology
세상을
ultimately developed in the singularity we know today.
야,
You weed
파우스트.
fast must be tiring to
이놈들한테
teach these dogs in the ways they can get it.
염두에 두고 있었던
Just fine,
일이라
semi-anticipated
괜찮아요.
scenario. Not like the way you said that.
자자,
The process
그럼
is out,
우리
the process voice
진열대에
lady
있는
just process
적당한
the screen
물건들을
randomly.
각자 집은 다음에 여길 벗어나자고요.
Glad you hear that. Go on now, gather the items coupled to your disguise so we can leave. I flap the document full schedule plan to emphasize that we'd be
우린
busy.
일개 회사원이지.
Salaried workers,
정의를
not
위해
heroes
나서는
fighting for
히어로가.
justice. Wait, not that word. That feeling goes through my head for only me to count the letters I could see. That does not line with a certain someone's beliefs. It's that one what I would severely provoke her principles. You shall seem to notice what I meant and hurry to look around. Now Varys dares try to filth the battle. Let this behavior like some full-hearted villainy. Oh no, Don Quixote. It was a moment too late. Don had already sprinted forth with a swinger lance the Tingner who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. Whack! Caught completely unaware, the goon was hit right on the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked down the floor in a frisky swing, the painted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside a pawn shop for a solid minute. For your information, you and the sinners to check is not part of my job description. That would be the job of this person here. Give me that look. There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. Couldn't stop myself from defending my position even when I was aware my voice wouldn't reach anyone beside the sinners. Oh well, it's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. Ugh. Albrook is only one shot by this turn of events. Great work, man. See the hooligan right, but I couldn't say you could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe. Please advise you that while I'm free to deliver judgment on the bill, so you must do so without unduly involving relevance on our mission. Thus, I showed moderation. That expression never looked so provoking. So you remembered his words and still leapt forward. The necessary action states through my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence. Still the mood, but that ruffian is actually dead, right? They wanted to get straight to mom, so it's important. I did, but things would be fairly complicated. Your Divvy showed up, you know.
유로집이?
Divvy?
걔네가 왜
Hey, no,
여기에?
you forget that. Why are you worrying about
아니,
that?
아이고,
Today on the news, are you, man?
소식이
Causing trouble here for
벌써
months
몇
now.
개월 전부터.
They villains as well?
아유,
Villains to some merchant, sure. Keep going on about, what was it? Robbing and breeding peddlers,
돈을
giving money
훔치고 있는
themselves to those
장사치들을
who
조져서
need it.
힘든 사람에게
Distributing
나눠야
something, they
하네.
said. The distribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요.
That's it, yes. Three scoundrels are robbing us poor steps of what little wealth we have, and they don't even do the dirty work themselves. What little brutes they sent, can you believe it?
하여간
Anywho, but
지들이
it's been
옳은
hard
일
for us because of
한답시고 기세
self-righteous
등등하게
punches.
다녀서 힘들어요.
They were here to find something at first, but they squeeze money out of us.
근데
I
말이야.
just realized, shouldn't we take our leave now? More
피해야
studies from the
하지
Ting Tang game.
않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도
Come this
모르는데.
way. Communism. Seemed like Bro did deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry, but I have little time to think about the implications. Getting remember Don Quixote had knocked out began to flinch as though to get back up some
골치 아프게.
castle, making the problem bigger than it had to be.
이봐,
Muffin and Sable, was it? Don't be a tart now. There are plenty of sponsors around here, right? We can always find a different.
에피랑
Effie and
소드예요.
Sod, please don't mistake our name for
사람 이름을 맛있게
confections.
만들어주시지는 않았으면
What?
좋겠어요.
What's got you so shocked?
그리고
Your
널
statement
게
there are plenty of pawn shops in the
전당포라는
vicinity won't mean
다시 네
much.
소동을
Said pawn
눈치챈
shops know
모든
there's trouble
전당포가
happening here and close. Don Quixote,
바보들한테 일일이
tired of collecting these idiots and every little thing. We should just leave. They tried to leave, someone wearing similar thuggish clothes to the one we knocked out. The face that looked just as rough, sort of in the shop.
아이 영감.
Hey, Codger, have you seen our little... Wee Slimy.
이게 다 무슨 일이야?
Wee Slimmy, rather. Just what's going on here? They're best to pretend to be innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. An unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to senses. This, tell me now, that bean is going to regret the day we threw stems. Over there. That red timepiece. Next to the finger pointing was simply too unambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. There's no point in denying that I just meant by red timepiece, as I'm sure there'd be literally no one else that's matching that description in this entire district.
높아심에
The wrong
덧붙이지만
idea has nothing
저는
to do with
전혀
the
모르는
people what happened
일입니다.
here. I just brought bring a towel and pull this
해드리려고
poor fellow's head. Alright, Gaffer.
기도도 안 했지만
It's in the first place, the banner really has a shaky reed for its backbone. Pawnbroker switching sides on the heartbeat and the finger point and putting clock sliders over something I was responsible for too. Hurt me a little. They're gonna stand firm. Yeah,
여기 작것들.
Frijolos over there.
도.
Frigolitos, whatever. Over there. Stop. Freezing your tracks. It was clear we had to run right now. We kept letting small things bother me. I'd reduce to a pulp sooner or later. No need to run. Let's just kill them all and be done with it.
왜?
What's next? You gonna wipe out the whole syndicate? It doesn't sound too bad.
악의 무리는
Forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high.
아니, 너희 중에
So, is there seriously no one in your
있는지
team who's in their right mind? You should look at Sylvan's remarks, see if we think of a counter-argument. The Ting Gang goons arming themselves around a more pressing matter. Let's just get out of here first.
재촉지 마시오. 어련히 가겠지.
Well. Actually isn't bad.
출근하겠어.
다들
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주자.
가자. 죽이러.
Todd predicted all of the pawnbrokers would be declaring their state interests to avoid trouble.
새끼들아.
Hey, you prick, stop right where you're
멈추냐?
standing.
너희
You can get away with
찾것들이
messing with a family,
우리
tiny
가족을
fave?
그런 집단들은
British syndicates and their
꼭
pretend
서로를
families. What do you
가족이라고
think they
부르죠?
do? Think of to bond with each other?
우리 소중한
The puppy
막내
man
동생
precious young's
이마에
head.
맙소사.
Good gracious, this is not part of the plan. He clutches his forehead as if it were aching. Talk about goading him to keep some headache pills at hand instead of thus causing pain, but I refrained. Lack of a head would have made the message far less impactful anyway.
너희들
You two, you thought we were with
이제까지
this scum until now, didn't you?
폐기물들을
Been
모아놓은
seeing our group as
하수장이라고
soon as full as
생각했잖아.
waste.
또 그렇게까지
And spoken
말하진
to that
않았어.
harshly, I was.
하지만 왜 우리
Wondered
부서가
why we've been charged
환경가지를
with
탈환하는
the
막중한
malicious
임무에
mission of claiming the
놓였는지.
golden boats despite that. But why is that? Enough you seem to be taken back by Otis posing
비록
at you.
다른 자들이
I'll agree it's the
호수
others are
속에
rubbish as
절여진
trash in
폐기물이라
foul
했어.
water. That's the only one that says that.
오티스 씨는
So Otis have been thinking all this time.
나는 무전무패의
I've
역사를
remained
가지고
undefeated and are capable as
관리자님은
capable of
불사에
resurrecting us.
가까운 치유를 할
Just
수
staying
있는
us figure
소생
practically
능력을 지닌
incapable
사실
of death.
둘만
In
있어도
fact, just the two of us should be
베르길리우스 그
sufficient.
작자는
The Vergilius
나오는
continue to
생각은
disagree.
어쨌든
When is these
아무리 무수한
dead traits will
전투를
be
치러도
scrapped even after
폐기물들은
countless battles. They'll
폐기되지
come back as the exact same piles of
폐기물인
trash they
채로.
were before death.
멋지다는 듯이
Very inspiring way of
말하긴
reaffirming that we're literally
결국-
breathing garbage for you.
뭐지?
Morons.
적군들이
Enemies are
몰려오는
approaching. Are you prepared, manager? Kill. In other words. Just TLDR, kill them.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠.
How's your day going, Chad?
불길 속으로 오십시오.
Hello?
시원하게
Yeah, we're killing people.
일 처리는
As you can see.
덜 답답한 법이지.
And it's going fairly well.
맞추기. 가까워진
What do you think of the absolute manslaughter that's going on?
되었군요, 단테.
Any for your thoughts? Perhaps a dime?
알겠어.
Really so bad if it's the rest? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying, what do you think about it?
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이
Also,
되었군요,
finally,
단테.
4 plus envy
나쁘지 않은
resonance.
성과입니다.
Coin power plus 1. Hell yeah. Look at that. Plus.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
What? Yeah, it does make for a chill Sunday night. True. True.
들리지 않네. 심장 고동 소리. 모든 고래. 심장 소리.
Oh yeah, it is plus 3. It did have the coin power then. Sick. Anyway. Why is it an exclamation mark? I can't do it.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
상대하기에도 우스운
Super
수준이었어.
pathetic foes, that was absolutely nothing.
콩콩이 파는
Ting Tang had taken control of this area. It's not going to be the end of this then. More Ting Tangers began showing up from the street corners. Harry caught to mess with us. Through the process of limp, Great Cooker covered Don Quixote's mouth. Lost it? Do you want the entire district after us? Marco, give us your command manager. Very short, very sweet. Just more absolute brutalization.
이 기회에 평소
It's just a shame.
확인해 보죠, 단테.
It's just a shame
하던 대로 해보십시오.
that absolutely none of this matters.
고작 터뜨려주지.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 불길 속으로
This
기대하고
guy is
있겠습니다.
hard, not a threat.
그렇게 시원하게
늘어졌네 저거.
보는 맛이 나는군.
맞추기 쉽고.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
that's an empowered sever knot. May as well just self-destructive.
꼬작 터뜨려주지.
Just kill people in this game. Kill people and enjoy the story.
느려졌네. 저거.
Usually in the opposite order.
뭐가 없진 않아.
항이
일단
가까워진다.
적합한 조치였습니다. 골치 아픈 것들이 거기
Oh wow, it's always
뚜껑이
gonna roll heads. Alright. Anyway, Immoral Enactment, Stalk Prey, another Snag Harpoon, and just skill ones. Like, awesome things. Wolves.
가까워진다.
Thanks for requiring a lot of attention requires not being tired, I assume. Usually, yeah.
느려졌네. 저거. 맞추기 쉽.
This is on usually. Possible requirements. Yeah, Eternal Tired Gang is here to stay. Damn it, this won't stop coming.
카지노에 들어가기
We'll wear our
전에
lives up before you take a step inside the casino.
안심해요,
I'm
히스클리프.
afraid Heathcliff is one of the management of
관리전인이
come
있는
right
한
from Teague or
우리가
other
지켜줘.
things.
그걸
Not
몰랐어.
fun at all.
야, 이
해결은 간단하다.
So this is simple. Any organization should be brought down by
조직이더라도
disposing its
그
leader with the head
대가리를
gone. The
깨부수면
means supporting will break apart.
너
You.
여기서
You're the only one speaking my
유일하게
tongue
마음에
here.
드는 짜증나니까
Cover myths. Let's go break some bones, head, whatever. It's onward we travail.
잠깐, 다들 돌아와.
Wait, come back here.
파우스트.
How you're supposed to accompany fast?
삶은 늘
Life is full of mysteries.
그렇게
And perhaps it makes an
이상적이라고 할
ideal
수도
reflection,
있겠어.
no?
내 대가리 어디
Sir
있어?
Gaffers, I want to see him now. You got him up by the collar and shook him about violently to me. It looked like as if anything conscious had left it already. Maybe even more than that. Sweetheart, gonna be at the car Pago.
차탑이 어디야?
What?
알아듣게 말해.
What? Where the hell is that? Makes sense.
일본방에
There's a scrapyard nearby.
그런데 너희
You actually put it down
진심으로
taking
콩크런다고
Gaines' boss.
인사고과에
Looking to
반영되고
play
하진
performance
않아.
review or anything, you know.
저자는
Not
그런
sharp enough
것까지
to
염두에
calculate
두고
such things in his
행동할
actions.
대략
His
속셈
ways vary
따위라는
in the
거리가 먼
relation to schemes or
오물이지.
claws. On the other hand, he
말도 안
forespoke
되는
with
일과는
nonsense.
아니야.
No, I
말이
do think
되는
that makes
것과 문제
sense.
없어,
Don't worry
이렇게.
about it, Effie. We always
우리는
keep plan B, don't we? The solid spoke with a serene face. Daisy, you're consciously trying to maintain calm from time to time, giving me a reason to especially putting a veil of kindness.
여러분이 위장을 하는 게
Chance of giving
불가능하다면
roles to
다
that
같이
question.
콩콩이
Get up as
파트직원으로
members Ting Ting
위장
Gang
단체로
instead.
들어가도
Hey, you want to
눈에
arouse my
띄지 않을
suspicion living in a
거고
large group and whether he's
순조롭게
tough or without
꼭대기
much trouble.
겸사겸사
Let's have some
콩콩이
witchcraft Ting
파에게서
Ting Gang while we're at it. Desperately trying to salvage the situation,
들리지
but lo and
않네.
behold,
심장
they're interacting with Limbus Company.
모든 고래.
It's not going to go well for them. Trying to use logical sense. What is that?
다들
Come hither, fellas, and let me your gazes. What is all this?
사들이 마치
Cars are heaped upon each other as
탑처럼
to form a tower.
의무라군.
Sombre. Structures that seem tower-like at a distance are actually cars stacked upon each other.
차들이 왜
Only
이렇게
piled up like this.
어떤
Some
곳엔
scripts
편지가
upon their
쓰여
windshield.
있어.
Must have been the families it's writing.
보고
One
싶다고
says, I miss you.
쓰여있네요.
The owners are going back soon for them, right?
그럴 리가.
Not a chance.
설사 카지노에서
They return from the
들어왔다
casino. They wouldn't
하더라도
be in the right state to happily
가족의
reunite with their
품으로
loving
멀쩡히 들어도
families.
뭐
Well, to play the auxiliary role for tour guide, here's the little landmark of the street.
도박꾼들의
Interacting
말로지.
with gamblers.
이곳은 콩콩이
This is a stepping
파수력이
stone for the Ting Ting
중고차
Gang to amass
사업으로
wealth and power by
세금을
dealing
불리는
used
발견.
cars.
로자,
So Raji, but
당신은 이런 데 자주
places like this
와봤다면서.
pretty often, right? Got anything to add?
뭔가 부연수
You could
내용
tell
해줄
us
건
some
없어.
pretty interesting
아
trivia.
몰라 기억 안
Don't
나.
know. Don't remember a
난
thing.
과거는 다
Decided to
있고
forget all about the
앞만
past,
보며
but someone's
살아가기로
in front.
저런
Be
방해꾼들만
able to keep that
없으면
self-promise enough
자신대로
for arrogance
살아갈 수
like
있어.
that. Look, Bonnet, do you think you ought to goof around our turf? Or what, you here to sell your car? Hey, not an omnibus. An organ cell. Yes, and eyes with future especially colors as yours might sell.
혹시 제대로
You're in the right place. You're here for your leader. You're bold face of the gang. Who do you work for? You're son of Lim. For silence pass. That's your question. Don't stop midway. No, wait, it's the title? Limbus Company.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해
I suppose Lim Com. So you actually would so proudly say.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는
Absolute pride residence? Why not?
기대하고 있겠습니다. 그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
사슬 완료.
가까워진다. 한이 느려졌네. 저거 맞추기 쉽고.
골치 아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테.
Oh,
나쁘지 않은
because I can't
성과입니다.
avoid using Sever Knots, I mean, just get 4 envy res.
가까워진
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Yeah, I really don't have much to say. These are, again, no match for us, and
의심, 암귀, 불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을
The
때가 가장
tactics?
취약하죠.
What tactics?
알아듣겠습니까? 지금이 적기라는 것입니다.
I suppose I have the tactics of how to not get bored while defeating the 20th set of basic grunts.
가까워진다. 항의 끝.
But that's about it.
들리지 않네. 심장 고동 소리. 모든 고래. 심장 소리.
잠수 준비 끝.
야,
What's up?
형님.
Well, some festival hasn't even told where they're from and rolled into town all of a sudden.
누가 보낸
Saying,
거냐?
well, you're just holding it, lost Havanas at the butchers.
지금이라도
Good chance to grow up for forgiveness. Do that and let you leave with your limbs in tow.
그대가 입고 있는
Gladly
옷을
part of your
순순하게
take off your clothing for
벗어주면
us. It sounded kind of weird.
형님,
I was thinking it might be off Patio talking about, ruining the dangling people's odors.
이
You're disgusting thoughts. Let me tell you, that's no way to live. Now, our soon big boss of the game's looking at piano in disgust. I want to win a fight as desperately as I do now.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는
Yeah,
당한 이유가 있겠지.
yeah,
기대하고 있겠습니다.
yeah.
정화.
단테. 위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고
터뜨려주지.
있겠습니다.
느려졌네. 저거 맞추기 쉽고. 느려졌네. 저거 맞추기 쉽고.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
It's not
덜
absolute
답답한 법이지.
resonance. So this works.
다시 묶어줄까? 철방 매듭.
+1 coin power. Hell yeah.
오작 터뜨려주지.
가까워진 그
Not that I'll need it, but you know. I have it.
적합한 조치였습니다.
Yeah, it's Scourge. Get him. Six snails. Gazed.
의심, 암귀, 불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니다.
Envy res.
속으로
제가
사슬 완료.
적기라는 것이
More killing random people isn't that exciting? It really isn't. I'm waiting for the... Like, we're really just waiting for the part in which this gets good, but, you know... We'll chip away at it an hour or two at a time until... we eventually get something that's slightly more challenging. I can at least decide what attacks to sort before they, you know, die.
거기 조각이 되었군요. 단테.
Because...
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
well, there's whistles. I suppose. But yeah. Absolutely. I'd say I'd be like slightly excited for the Ida fight, but I'm not. There's gonna be another really predictable fight. Oh, so I do like run over to Ishmael, peck her on the cheek, and then run back to kill someone. That's just what happened. Oh, and then die to 8 burn. I did not expect them to die from 8 burn specifically. Darn little roaches. LD workforce, about time to pull
우리는
the
인버스 컴퍼니에서 왔다.
Limbus Company. Like, endless millstone around the neck. It doesn't help at all.
참고로
Reference
저와
FP and I work for a
F는
different
이들과는
department. Please don't
다른
associate us
부서랍니다.
with them. This your frustration over our versions of conversing sensibly has played a considerable role in causing the boss to pass out. This chapter is very funny when it's funny. Like, condolences that poor fellow's patience.
그런데 진짜
I have to wear these though. Stuff reeks of sweat and blood. It smells grotty too. I had to complain, lifting the shirt he took from her ting mirror with 2 shaved fingers like she was handling trash.
털도
There
있어.
too, this is the first time I'm jealous of Dante's
눈이
missing eyes. I can see, by the way.
생각보다
Pretty dandy, actually. But this is more successful than I
나랑
thought.
바꿔.
Want that. Fancy.
맞춤형으로
I
제작된
can't. It's
옷이라.
been tailor-made. They will hear it said it's good for all girths. My gaze was fixed on the label of his clothing. F.E. barked. We wouldn't be doing anything that's gonna cause that ruckus
너희가
on pawn
전당
shop.
괜찮아요.
Don't mind.
전 한
Want
번쯤
to try on clothes
이런
like
옷
these.
입어보고
Sick for filming a
싶었어요.
movie.
조금 떨리네요.
No, so I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've worked in
넌
disguise.
내키지
Don't
않는다.
feel like it's the coward's
저기,
way. Can someone
누가
please
이
keep her
사람이
mouth
좀-
shut? You try to let go with your ribs being cut apart. You're softly smoking her pulse, got the centers to crack up. Effie conceded to wonder how they should take it. But before deciding it's not worth mulling over and moving on, Effie then lifted a small container that seemed to be inlaid with heparin.
콩콩이
The wish container
보스에게서
received from the
얻은
Ting Tang
수만
Gang's boss.
관리자.
Answer, he's a simple
당신에게
worldly complaint. What are you?
무슨 말인지
Good
모르겠다는
explanation, judging for your
몸짓이니
clueless much.
제2사의
I'm
특이점이
sure
이
that the
통 안에
snake
담겨
source
있다고 하면
contains
돼.
J-Corp's other
이건
singularities. The pool that
사람들의
sucks up
소망을
wishes
잡아먹고
from people
에너지로
source them in some
저장하는
form of
거다.
energy.
적당한 시점에
I was
소망을
right. Squeeze the
종이의
wish
형태로
power on sheet
짜내면
paper and
짜잔!
voila. The one
붙이기만 하면 운이
use stick
쭉쭉
onto
오르는
two that
일회용
boosts you luck
카트
to high
스티커
heaven.
남의
같이
운을
The
끌어모아서
plan was to try to win the game on top
꼭대기층에
floor with
들어가긴
saving
이기려고
others
하는
as luck. Imagine the boss of
일개
some lowly
건달
gang was carrying one of
보스가
these.
길 관리자.
Enter Dante, right? I wanted to hold on to this when we
카지노에
get to the
들어가-
casino. Yeah, this Harry is a big responsibility.
영 자신 없어
Heroes and
보이려는
confidence. You
눈짓이지만
do have reason to sign for your signing
당신의
me to
지목
this
첫
task.
번째
First of all, poker
도박
face is
중에
anybody with
제일 중요
gambling.
아무리
No
표정에
matter how good they are, the
능수능란한
expressions won't
그들이라도
be able to tell what it was
시계의
to read up
표정까지
from a
가늠할 수는
clock.
없어.
Offended clock noises.
두 번째,
Second, I trust that they're appointed you
당신의
advantage for a reason.
관리자나
Oh, the hunch was someone tells me you'll be more useful than the
쓸만할
sinners you're
거라는.
leading. To think of it, he had a point. I was given the title of manager, but never had a chance to be the charismatic leader I envisioned. And I expect I constantly was Senator constantly berate and threaten me. Dante? This is the worst decision you made. The only girl really could afford a place bringing them back to life. So, Asian Fierce Battle, all I can do is cower behind them, anxiously praying their heads and hearts were unscathed. Be hard, I not alone know I was
좋아.
ready.
이걸
Well, it's on
당신의
your
발에
arm. Be
붙여.
luckiest person in the city for a
당신은
short
그럼
while.
여러분은 콩콩이파,
Just 10 tangers
저희는
will be
딜러.
good beers. Break a leg, everyone. I'll see this operation is no matter what. Open the door to the casino.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Difficulty level 10. As you notice, level 8, 11, 14, 14, 16. Slightly over level for this. Speaking of, it'd be more of a
나를
challenge if I
들어왔나요?
brought.
출발하지. 예술을 보여주지.
I
주먹으로
brought these
매만지며
people in.
탐구할 순간
학은 제 형태를 갖추지 못하리라.
Okay. So you could be best described as busy. Blissfully cheery sound played from slot machines. These are so bright that some of our sinners had to cover their eyes. Security cards put note of our garish outfits gave us a customary nod. Saw an FA dressed as groupie just really nods as if they thought we could because Roger because of Lucido's cage. Made by their ability to feign expertise, they carried themselves to the facial expression they made. Few would doubt they were long-time employees. A foot in their source usually jazz-like contraptions. Those soft red fascinating pig going on Quixote. Seemed fishy. Let's hear look so look dead inside their dim eyes and smell worse than tin pink smudgy face. Do they even mosh? You too happy about you holding your nose with a face of their smell.
하지만
Like
가판원들한테서나
lately
맡던
stench I
흉악한 냄새인걸요.
Blacky stench I only ever caught from deckhands. Fortunately, most of them were too focused on the machine to care what we were doing. Here, Squire, have you seen such a thing? I do hear the yellow bells and the other patrons are. Maybe in one of these places before, so I wouldn't know. With flashy symbols and numbers fitting, but slowly wrote my resolve to act the part of the certain manager. Guess a little peek is fine. We press the button. There's plenty of what ought to do. But upon my hand, in our hands, I had no intention to press that button, absolutely none. I slowly outstretched to stop Don Quixote from pressing the machine, unexpectedly fumbled and landed smack on the button. Yikes, in an unpredictable series of coincidences, someone had left a token in it enough for one game. Buildings are sitting under fanfare, really watched the chain of events unfold.
그나저나 단테
By the way, I hope the Dante
씨는
handles wish
그
stickers he took from the Tin Can game with
그
care.
관리자라는
That
자.
manager was another favorite asked them, they better be doing a good job.
단테는 믿어도
Dante,
돼.
dear deal, there's one
나랑
of the
말이
few cents on
통하는
how to get what's up.
다행이네요.
It's good to hear, with so many
그렇게
seats
많은
attached, should
양의
be able to win
소방을
any
한
game with
번에 가장
these.
중요한 건
Careful not to draw attention
이곳에
here. Jackpot! Next to us, David was jealous dropped so far with their chins could touch the floor. Raised the casino chips plugged for machines, so many that wouldn't dare try to gather them up. So sorry if you saw it. Needed to do something right, and it all fell apart so soon. Jackpot, what machine is it? Just like that, no warning, right now? Moment,
저기
please.
신원 확인 좀.
Just check your ID.
분위기가 왜 이렇게
Is it
험악해?
trying to be big in a casino?
이곳에서 운이라는
Thanks to this
건
place doesn't work the way you think it does. You accumulate your luck for a big payout or get small amounts to break even. The jackpot first tries to be a literal impossibility here. Bringing down like shooting stars.
나도 관리자님만큼
I hoped you of all
있을 줄
people
알았는데.
would have a sense of
겨우
responsibility.
꼬임에 넘어간 건가요?
It all it took was Don Quixote's siren plea for you to give in. This is an important plot point that will come back later. This is an incredibly important plot point. You know because they cut out the background.
실망이에요.
Disappointed.
아무리 그래도
You're none other than our
다른
manager,
누구도
and I
아닌
expect you to show your
관리자님인데
capability and clear the disgrace of
이번에야말로
failure from us. The barrage of scathing whispers was something to marvel at, as Gregor muttered in awe. Oh, that recent gate I had never felt before. No weasel lay under a rock if there were one. Once, I think my clock striking eyes made her glare.
잠깐. 그거 하나만
I'll be our only
문제는
problem.
아닌 것 같은데.
But, like, Ishmael, from that point, just loses faith in us. I think that's important to note. She just becomes so done with us. Just looking fretfully, Garrett was fretfully looking in every direction until he stopped to the point at the shocking discovery he just made. When he pointed,
언제부터
they've been
네 옷을
talking
그대로
disguised
입고
Ryoshu.
있었어?
Solo and Ryoshu wearing the same clothes she'd always worn.
난 남이 버린
Don't put on
옷에
others'
걸치지
discarded
않는다.
clothing.
관리자 양반.
Sure,
아무래도
bud. Today isn't our day, huh? This is- yep, we're screwed. Royally.
말도 안 돼.
B. All the work you did to put this plan in motion. Plus, what were you volunteering to bring these fools along on a mission? Near unparalleled brilliance, right? Then use it.
제가
I haven't worked with it for long. I was able to realize something.
실성을 믿는
I've become a class that believes in uncertainty.
계획이 없는
Lack of a
것이
plan becomes a plan.
계획이
All
되었습니다.
variables become constants.
이것이
This is what my plan entails. Dumbfounded. The plan? There is no plan. Thus turned to me with a tranquil face. To her, my role right now, it became clear. Alright, it's time for a usual gig. Let's kill and be killed. I mean, I might actually have someone die this time. Oh, it's so funny.
실력을 확인해
Ryoshi, how long have you been outside your costume? And I'm using base Ryoshi.
보십시오.
It's actually funny. Accidental, but really funny.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Okay, let's see.
쓰러지겠네.
Bonk.
아름답지 않네. 빨리 끓이면 분무하려. 돌아가
골치
의견을
아픈 것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요, 단테. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
And then absolute lust resonance aside from Merceau here.
이 또한 지식이다.
Some principles may never truly die. True.
그냥 가죠.
기다려. 하지만 아름답진 않네.
전투 감각 하나만큼 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통
It's actually a really good resonance team on complete accident.
이런 식으로 잘 보이게 걸어두는 거.
We
작품을
have
고안한
lust,
용건만 간다.
and we have gluttony.
라이터는
We have
진단과
lust, and we have
예술이
gluttony.
뭔지 보여주지. 분무하면서.
It's actually a really good team on accident. At least for resonance, but like, still. The Guard of Thorns on this team now.
분무하면서.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
야, 오랜만에 발 뻗고 눕네요. 계속 이대로 돈 모아서
학은 제 형태를 갖추지 못하리라.
답답해서
Can't
못
stand
버티겠고.
watching the charade.
저런
Only time
어중이
you're gonna
까진
waste fighting
새끼들은
those small
언제까지
fries.
보통
I'm gonna
그렇게
taste the
말하는
crumb like
사람
you will
치고
have a clear solution
명쾌한
to
대답을
contribute. The experienced disapproval, Ryoshi shook her head and assumed confident
이런
look.
게 예술이다.
art.
네놈. 그 칼
So
줘봐.
tasked her, give me the knife.
명령하사가도
Forever take it
괜찮소.
from my
날
hands.
붙이게
Really better off parting ways to one around the air forever alone.
감사.
Thank. He just held his dagger, threw it straight into the air. Look at an anchorage in the ceiling that kept the chandelier still, causing it to sway precariously. Yosha may be weakened for what she once was because she became a sinner, but nevertheless, still the best swordswoman she had, able to cut through steel like a proverbial hot knife. Sure, if you used my words with less respect to you would have won a gun, but that wasn't the problem. One's eyes turned to the swinging chandelier. Eventually, flooded by all the gates falling upon it, thus in a haze it comes. Huh? Watch out! Bam! Chandelier crashed to the floor in full force, making a tremendous noise. And that's just all it did. Nothing else happened. Both parties were left staring at the fallen light fixture in the middle of the floor. What was that for, Ryoshi?
퍼포먼스다.
Performance! Pick that up, didn't you?
그래도
Not enough for her.
앞으로
See
무사
about that. Just entirely showing off.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한
I don't remember if that's the actual reason.
이유가 있겠지.
I'm gonna just act as if it is.
기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Otis, you failure.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해보죠, 단테. 하던 대로 해보십시오.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 해. 기다려.
전투를 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
쓰러지겠네.
아름답진 않아.
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠. 빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠.
Cannot wait to get to a
골치
point
아픈
if
것들이
I get to actually
고깃조각이
grind.
되었군요, 단테.
Because then I actually get to do
나쁘지 않은
something.
성과입니다.
들어주겠네.
I'm sure you've never heard someone say that they want to grind in a game like this. But
귀찮게 끌지
if I get
말고.
to mirror dungeon, that means I get to actually challenge myself.
완성.
Even if it's just through
계속 막고 있는 꼴을
this artificial point power, it's still something.
관리자
Which is
수감자를
far
무감하게
more than I can say about this.
기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
Yoshi's under-leveled, by the way. And if a base ID.
미스트림은 완성이다. 빠르게 치라도.
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠.
완성.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가
Like
없진 않았군요.
over 5 hours overbuild, like over 5 hours overbuild up to getting something good.
혹시나 해서 말하는
Yeah,
건데요.
kind of, just to make sure.
우리
Our goal is to win the game
목적이
of being on the top floor, not boost the graph of the sin of the rubble, right? Clearly, that some definitely didn't know or care, but I figured that reminder.
꼭대기층에
Once you reach the top, you also win the game of your addictive state. Let's do the wish power making
우리가
happen. Well, brother, revealing a detail of how the wish power managed to collect. Now the big preposterous reasons. It only hurt our morale. I keep my head down from the prick of conscious poke in my heart.
이곳에서
There must wish
최대한
power
많은
in
양의
this place.
입구에 절
Not next to the
누르십니다.
entrance. People who wish to visit the
카지노의
casino for their
온수분들은
daily lucky
절
roulette
룰렛을
to
통해
take or yield wish
오늘의
power
운을
planning the
시험할
outcome.
그런가?
So those
내가
good
기회를
opportunities
봤어.
snatch count
저
container
룰렛을
attached to it. You pull that
전
off.
이것보다
Very awesome
더
operation,
규모가
much
큰
greater in
관리자님의
scale.
어처구니없는
Other wonder amounts
실수는
nothing in the grand
아무것도
scheme
아니야.
of things, manager.
분명
The fall of the
현명한
dredging
판단을
dreaded
흐리게
to
만드는
propagated your brother
폐기물들
with sensible
때문일
Scott to say not the
저들의
words to
말에
turn you. Ostracized, see. Wait a minute. Ostracized, I see. Wait a minute. Oh, you're busy discussing backup plans. He was already making a mad dash for the entrance. Were we too focused on the conversation or did we collectively lose our minds? Okay, so let's have a clue what he's up to. Heathcliff? Is that time we stopped chatting and moved up already? Chatted a security from the top of his lungs. Are you ashamed of yourselves? Lonnie over there is working as unfledged as he gets. Made over there, recall him in his bed case of left and he can't wait left to say it. This is what you're struggling against? What a joke. Yes, you. That does seem harsh. Here, why don't you mean Heathcliff? Last thing, the club you're holding the river better owner. Cocky little. Fury guard swung the club with a furious wish, exploding towards Heathcliff. Throw it out of the way, the roulette behind it bore the force being smashed to pieces. The wish container. That's what I assume was once wish power till moments ago, poured remains of the roulette. Then death throats, all an agonized scream before clapping your hands over her mouth. I couldn't turn away from this tragic sight. But I want to be a wish sticker, giving hope to everybody. Let's see the unfulfilled dreams of those lost wishes in my imagination. Like I said, when this Canto is silly, it's silly. Well, listen up, you thick nose. Oh, I missed your boss about breaking this thing while fighting us and get lambasted over it? Lord, you want to make this our fault and let us through? It's worth the luck. Safer for you upstairs. Yeah, it's never been too close to safety anyway. Appreciate the advice. He came in with my shoulders dislocated like he was raised by the club. What's the look? Do you think it picks me up?
결심했답니다.
Your mind, sir. Now we're trying to discuss plans or anything similar to these
이자들
people.
아게다름이
Think you long enough to realize? This is one of the times it's better to keep your mouth shut. With that, we dragged ourselves up to the next floor. Heathcliff doesn't really think, mate. He just does.
A 플러스 예술적인 전투였다.
And we love him for it. We do. Let's see. Alright. One more.
그럴 듯한
Then
예술이라면 더
I'm
좋을
probably
텐데.
gonna just crash.
분위기가 달라졌군요.
Honestly. Atmosphere here seems rather different. He's another sin again taking hold of his floor.
야, 너네.
Hey, all you get. That's all that doom and gloom is wearing on that face of yours. You know the rules here? Sarah looks at no-goes, but I had overloaded in a long
왜 내
face.
쪽을 쳐다보면서
Why do you say
얘기하는
that?
거지?
Well, hear me. I will sink on you.
모분이 뭔데?
What's that mean?
모가지를
Snap your neck
분질러
completely,
버린다는
that's
뜻.
what. Seriously, shouldn't be so prone to starting fights.
야,
Hey,
아니다.
never mind that. It's
Yeah,
not as even more
얼굴이 더
problematic face
문제인데.
though. Shit's supposed to be your eyes. Byung-Chul, are you ready?
물론이지.
You bet, Dante. Easy, Ryoshi. No need to sort of fight. Which hand is your eye?
당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는
Ryoshu?
합당한 이유가 있겠지.
Sick.
기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
Did figure I was watching a shit book. It feels so silly, and that's the best part about it.
일리 있는 의견.
So comedic and so humorous, and that is why it is great. Don, you absolute failure.
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만.
I suppose Otis has some erudition.
4번 수감자.
Anyway, absolute
예술이
gluttony.
뭔지 보여주지. 그림은 완성.
Yeah,
빠르게 치라.
quite.
빨리 해치우고
그렇게
가죠.
시원하게 처리하니 버는 맛이 나는군. 이 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
Well,
답답한 법이지.
일리 있는 의견이다.
빨리
it's
해치우고
murder with a
가죠.
loop. It's a loop.
완성.
That's fairly fun
제가
though.
괜히
So you know.
것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다.
Well, I'm surprised there isn't a. We have Merceau crush them memes like, you know, Merceau claim their bones, but
그림은 완성.
I'm shocked there isn't more of a joke revolving around just Ryoshu, are you ready? Let's kill them. Let's kill those motherfuckers.
지도다 좁혀보시죠.
Like, that feels like a comedy goldmine that people
빨리
just don't
해치우고 그냥 가죠.
interact with much.
아름답진 않네.
무지에서 도피하지 말라.
야, 오랜만에 발 뻗고 눕네요. 계속 이대로 돈 모아서 더
And with
좋은
that
장비를
level up.
달아야겠어요.
Alright, one more. Let that sink in.
전원 집합. 이번 작품에 대해 논의할 시간이다.
I'll let myself do one more. Someone in the world would make an annoying Twitter thread about it. Probably,
합당한 이유가 있겠지.
but I think it's funnier when it's a joke.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
귀찮게 끌지
처리하니
말지.
보는 맛이 나는. 일 처리는
나쁘지
빠르게
않고.
하는 편. 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테.
Absolute resonance. Again, this is an oddly good resonance team. It was not intended to be.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군.
You know what?
저럴 때는 이유가 있는
Ryoshu.
겁니다.
Hell,
이유를 찾고
일리 있는 의견.
좁혀보시죠.
그걸로 하자.
you actually had one job.
전투 감각 하나만큼은 수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하고 이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어.
Let me reiterate. Yoshu. Kill.
일리 있는 의견이다. 그걸로 하자.
Complete overkill.
불사위.
강력한 공격은 단순히 적을 제거하는 이점만 있는 것이 아니죠.
This really is a team that accidentally perfectly fuels Forest for the Flames, isn't it?
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고
Absolute
온
Wrath
것이
Resonance, Absolute Gluttony Resonance.
이리로.
이런 보수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
Yeah. About as I expected.
나쁘지 않고.
It's really just slog for the early game, huh? I already said that, but just still. The early game is not, like,
밖에서 막고
ideal.
그다지 유쾌하진 않고
I'm The only joy I am depriving is color matching, because there's no greater challenge.
분무하면서 돌아가면 의견을 나누지.
Actively using my B team as well.
A 플러스. 예술적인 전투였다.
Alright. I'm just gonna end it off here for today. It's probably not the best stream ever done. I probably was a little bit too unenthused. But you can't really expect me to be enthused when the highlight of it is just Ryoshu kill them. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'm looking forward to next week, because then we actually get to clear this thing. But until then, I will be... I have to figure out how to make boring things good. Yeah. It's probably not the best stream. It means there's a chance it was the best stream. Possibly. If this is my best performing stream, I'm just gonna become like the miserable guy who does nothing but become miserable and gripe and complain about things. That's gonna be my new stigma. Anyway. I do adore this game, but until you unlock mirrors or like get to Canto 4 or even just Canto 3 with some of the Inquisitors, it's just not... You don't get to do anything. Nothing of substance, really, and I think that's just valid at this point. But that's that, and this is this, you know? I will be seeing you all next week. And no, that's it. I'll be seeing you all next week. Peace.